Welcome, everybody, to the PWZ podcast. This is Rick Del Santo. Joining me, Showtime Marcel Williams. Hello, Marcel. What's going on?
What's going on? It is July 22nd, and we got breaking news, but we pop in today because it's breaking news early and fast and we big news. Shooter Rick, let's let them know.
Chairman and CEO of the WWE, Vince McMahon, has officially retired. He took to Twitter today. I'll post this right here up on the screen to announce his retirement. Let's see here. Is it coming up? There it is. So at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever. Together, this has come just mere weeks after sexual allegations, scandal allegations, and a $3 million hush money scandal, which equaled to supposedly up to 12 million with, I believe the number was 6 different women over a 12-year period.
Yeah, it started mounting up, and I don't know, man. His retirement come at a worse time for him. We don't know whether there's new news for him to retire because it seemed like every week it was getting new news after new news from $3 million to $12 million to more women to more allegations. And I guess the right move was for him to retire because whatever was going to come out, let's just say, whatever was going to come out was going to be a big black eye for WWE collectively. But Vince McMahon retired today, and that's big news. We have a lot of big news in the wrestling industry throughout the years since I've been watching. WCW going out of business, that was big news. This is like close to it as well. We had a lot of CM Punk returns, AEW debuts, but this is a big milestone for the wrestling business.
I never thought I would see the day that Vince McMahon would retire. I literally thought that he would never retire, that they would find him in his office dead one day because he refused to retire. It's unbelievable that obviously there's a reason why this is happening because of all the allegations. But don't forget that this is probably the quiet before the storm. There's probably going to be something even bigger coming very soon in the world of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I'm guessing that there's going to be something bigger that will come out. Hello, Flying. I thank you for tuning in. Yeah, 2022 has been an insane year, and mark this down, and possibly the biggest moment. I mean, I'd have to say that this is probably the biggest moment in professional wrestling history.
Yeah, it is. It's it's a real big deal, man. Big deal. It's this guy took over the wrestling business in 1982. He brought it from his dad, Vincent J. McMahon, his father, and he changed the game from 1982 and built a worldwide phenomena, WWE, WWF at the time, and he took it out of these high school gyms into the Pontiac Silverdome to Madison Square Garden, and this dude changed the game. There's been a lot of scandals against his name, which is understandable. We got a lot of scandals with a lot of CEOs throughout business, but you can't deny this guy sitting here changing the game of the wrestling business, making us turn in from a circus to a mainstream phenomena.
Thank you, Jonathan, and the Guardian of Chaos for both tuning in. Yeah, we are here today. I guess he made a huge speech, a longer speech that outside of his tweet, if you wouldn't mind me reading some of this, that was posted by the Wrestling Observer. It says, to all WWE superstars as they approach 77 years old. Oh my God, am I really that old? He goes, I feel it's time for me to retire. I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing my Passion, wisdom, and love of the business with you. No longer will you see the smiling, I don't even know, docile, level headed, calm presence at the Gorilla every week. Your dedication to WWE will ensure that our company will continue to grow and prosper. Our organization is nothing without you. You are WWE's only natural resource, chosen to perform in front of a global audience. You are WWE global ambassadors. Carry the WWE flag wherever you go. Wave it high and proud, and bust your ass to be all you can be as a person and as a performer. And he goes on to say one more thing. I won't I won't be with you, but I'll be watching. Remember to keep your hands up, grab a hold, and sell. By the way, SmackDown airs live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Vince. Very big moment. Obviously, this comes at a very strange time for Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He's going through a lot right now as far as like I said, all those sexual allegations, and there's probably something more coming or something big. He was being investigated through the board of directors because of allegations, and I think that it was probably in his best interest to take this route. Both Nick Khan and Stephanie I've read also have been named CEOs, while Triple H returns as head of talent relations for WWE.
Also, breaking news: Stephanie McMahon will kick off SmackDown tonight at 8:00 on Fox.
Okay, I hit my DVR. I hit record on my DVR because I knew I was thought I might miss it.
And also, besides that, we also want to break the news too that Triple H, which was broken before Vince's retirement, Triple H is back on talent relations again, EVP. So that's what I thought when I heard that announcement earlier this morning. That's when I knew. I was like, "Oh, something big is about to go down," because he was in that position before he had cardiac arrest, before NXT went to NXT 2.0, and it got taken away from him. So that was a big news in itself today as well.
Of course, we're going to keep you posted on anything and all. You can read some a more detailed note I posted up on the pwz.com website. I did post an article about an hour ago, so there's more details to that as well. T and Coupon, thank you here for tuning in tonight. We're on a little bit earlier than usual. So yeah, something big going on in the world of professional wrestling today. What else you want to talk about with Vince? Anything else you want to mention?
It's also additional news. Brock Lesnar walked out of SmackDown a few hours ago. He was saying that if he go, I go, and he walked out. So the show tonight, SmackDown, was structured around him because obviously we got SummerSlam next Saturday. So now they got to restructure the whole show now, and probably if they don't get him back in time, they're going to find a replacement against Roman Reigns for SummerSlam. This is a big shift in the company, not only in the wrestling business, but in WWE itself. You probably going to see a few ratings bumps with SmackDown and Raw because this guy done retired. It's like immediate retirement, and he's no longer in the gorilla position. He's no longer doing the booking. He's no longer have the final say. So look for rating bumps throughout the week, through the next probably 2 months, because there's big changes.
It's going to be interesting to see the direction that the WWE will take after this. Brock walking out of SmackDown, I was actually wondering how much of a work this was, but as you said, he said, if he goes, I go, but not for nothing. If you think about the history of Brock and WWE's relationship, how many times has he walked out and then walked back in? So anything could happen, but I think that, like you said, it's Vince's, excuse me, Brock could have just been, a good friend of Vince's, so to speak. Vince could have been the what do you want to call it? The bridge between WWE and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he could have, but business is business. I wonder, is they gonna say how unprofessional he was, just like he did to Sasha and Naomi. You would think that they would do that, right?
Well, yeah. Well, we'll hear you. We'll hear about that in the coming days. Let's see about
Fair
this.
is
Tian
fair,
Coupon.
dude.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Tian Coupon does have a legitimate question right here. Who would WWE choose to replace Brock? Are we at that even? Are we even at that announcement yet? I mean, I would hope Brock would continue at least for the main event. Please come in and stay during the main event. Or we can just go with Theory's going to take that spot. That's
Yeah, we could go with that, but I mean, there's a lot of people saying maybe they may go get Goldberg again to do it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. But
this is all speculation from fans
this is
online.
all speculation. Yeah, this is all speculation. But for now, hopefully they get Brock back in time. He cools jets down and be here on Raw to continue. Because remember, Raw is coming from Madison Square Garden this Monday. So, anytime any event from Madison Square Garden is special. So
that's always a big show. That's where they put their all into Monday Night Raw, which they have yet. They don't always put their all into every episode, but when they're in the Garden, that's their home. It says Lesnar was advertised for SmackDown. He was scheduled to open it, and even still, there was still updates. I was still getting updates on my phone or emails from WWE stating Brock Lesnar is opening SmackDown. So
yeah, the show was revolved around him, and soon this news broke at 4:00, which is the time I found out. I guess he was like, "I'm out of here," and it's unprofessional, man. He can't be doing that. He could have just did his business and just moved on out after he did his business. But I guess he's really pissed off about this this retirement of Vince McMahon.
Fogman, thank you for tuning in. As we're always saying, hello to Mr. Trivia as well. All right. So, is there anything else you want to talk about with this, or you want to wrap it up?
Nah, we gonna wrap that one up because that really closed everything. But we'll be back here Tuesday to review ROH Death Before Dishonor and talk about
Rampage.
Some upcoming local events and Rampage and SmackDown now, because now SmackDown's a big must watch tonight. But we got a lot of news to review. We can talk more in depth about Vince McMahon some more if anything pops up. But we decided to give you this breaking news. Pop on in early, 7-something. We did it. We made it.
It's not even 7:30 yet. But don't forget, if anything happens, we will be back. Make sure you tune in. Obviously, like Marcel said, we'll be back Tuesday. Everybody enjoy your weekend. I'll see you later.
Be safe, everybody.